This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Front Mission 3. In the last episode, we had just escaped the pier and gotten to a safe haven. We set up our mech so we can actually do skills and stuff like that. And it's time to continue on with Liu to the next location. But before I do that, one more thing for setup. I forgot to mention, make sure to put everyone's leg parts where those POV things. Make sure to... at least, well, you can probably leave it on the rest of the characters if you want, but at least with Kazuki, put his legs back on because it's got 5 movement, and because he's, you know, kind of a melee striker character, we kind of want him to at least get to certain locations faster. And everyone else you can leave the legs on because I think they're better HP, yeah. And some of the other legs either have less movement or less HP anyway. And I don't think... I'm trying to remember if it's even worth... Let me look up the actual skill for that this time. Let's see, the Melodyne, what does that give you if you keep the legs? Some skills aren't really worth... well, I mean, it depends on how you play or whatever, but let's see. If you use the legs for Melodyne, it gives you a +1 skill, which that's... if I remember correctly, that... I think that improves, like... You know how over the course of the game you can upgrade your arms and stuff like that? I believe it's supposed to, like, improve accuracy, I believe. I think it also improves damage, maybe. I'll have to look that up as well. Which actually wouldn't be bad, but it's not something I'm actively looking forward to. The crappy thing about it is that it's only 2 movement, so you don't get to move very much, which, I mean, it kind of makes sense why it may be on your... Grenader or, you know, shoulder weapon user or whatever, because they're don't need to move a whole lot anyway, but you might consider that. And let's see, what's the Shang-Di get you? Because when you unlock it through New Game or New Game Plus or whatever, it's nice that it actually saves it there, so you're like, oh, that skill does this, that's right. Oh, it says no grenades, so never mind. You can't, as long as you have a... Well, it says no grenades, but I think that also means no shoulder... Well, no, I think there are skills that say no shoulder weapons, I think. Oh, okay, here we go. So, okay, never mind, you can learn it if you use the rocket launcher, because if you quit the grenades, it won't unlock at all. Let's see what the Shang-Di says on it. Let's see, experience ×3. If you're one of those characters that doesn't care about platinums and want your character's levels and experiences to go up really, really fast, that wouldn't be bad, but if you're trying for platinums, you want to keep medium to low levels throughout most of the game to keep it. So for me, I'm not going to be using that, but if you want to, hey, nothing wrong with that. So, thought I'd show you that. But I think I'm just going to leave the legs on because, let's see, guard B. I'm trying to, actually, I'm going to look it up really quick. Sorry, this episode's probably going to be me a lot of looking up stuff. I don't normally do that, but since this is technically my second playthrough of the game, I want to be a little bit more efficient on it. Okay. Right, it's supposed to protect the body part, so basically you just use your... to the arms. So basically you put your arms in front of you instead of anything that would have damaged the body, like kill you or something like that, it goes to your arm parts instead. So that's not bad per se. It depends on how your situation's going. Like if your character's about to die, but it's not something that I'd actively equipped on my characters, for example. So, but they can unlock while that. You just have to be defending when it happens. So. Also, with the Kazel mech I decided to swap out our arm part for the Kazel, the Zenithsliv for the part, which, what does the Zenithsliv arm get you? Double Assault, which we've already locked out before, which it really, the problem with Double Assault is you have to basically melee all the time, because, you know, like in the last playthrough, it's basically your shotgun and arm unit they use to blast them with, which is a pretty solid build. However, in this case, since I've already got some double assaults and I want to change it up slightly a bit, I'm going to give them the Kazel arm, because the Kazel arm has the ability to unlock Stun Punch, which, if it hits, automatically stuns an opponent, and stunning is awesome in this game, because, you know, it basically, well, stunning is awesome, but there is a randomness to it, but it has a high chance of basically taking the person out for at least a round, if not more, depending on how randomness goes and stuff like that. And I think I mentioned last episode, but I decided to give the Kyojun Mark 107 from Ryoji onto the Zenithsliv because it has the rate of fire burst ability on it, which will help get a little bit more extra power damage if I can unlock it. If not, well, I mean, I'm just given the ability to. And the Zenith's because it has more HP. However, if you're curious, the Zenith's that like part unlocks initiative, which isn't bad. It basically lets you go first. However, if you go first, you do take 40% more damage to that, so that's the bad thing about it. But it's not bad if you do melee, because melee always goes last. If someone counters with a ranged weapon, they'll always shoot first. Which the problem with that is that there's a chance you could be ejected, stunned, confused, whatever. But with initiative, you get to go first. But like I said, you take more damage, so take it as you go. So well, anyway. But yeah, we'll leave everyone else the same. And if you have, and with the extra Kazel part, obviously you could sell it. I gave it to her just in case she gets meleeed. She can punch a guy with a little bit more damage. Plus, if maybe she'll accidentally unlock stun punch. Who knows? You never know, right? So it's kind of weird on her mech because she's got this one big hand. Like it's her action hand, if you know what it means. If you unlock the, well, actually, we'll do it in the next mission. In the next mission, if you have a really good chance, try to capture, well, actually, let's get to it first. Let's actually get to the story, because last episode I mainly did setup and networking, and I want to get to some actual plot today, but we'll talk about it during the fight. Spoilers, there's going to be a fight by the end of this chapter. Surprise, surprise. Looks like Alyssa escaped safely. Is that the voice I gave him? That's what happens when you do recordings weekly. You sometimes forget little things. Dispatch from outside. Who is it? This line is strictly for emergencies. Here? I see. You want to make a deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. Okay, I'll contact you again. Excuse me! What is it? The Chief of Staff is asking for you! It's a Sasuke. I'll be there in a minute. I probably just gave him like a husky voice or something like that, but that's the problem with like minor characters that pop in every once in a while. I sometimes forget what voice I gave them, and at least with the main characters, because I'm recording every weekly and I'm always interacting with those specific characters, I'll remember them. But any of the small characters, unless I look at my old videos, like who does that? It's been done and gone. No going back forward, folks. Always forward, marching onwards to the test of time. The test of time. Anyway, we're moving on to the next location here. Excellent. Yeah, we decided to go with the last episode. We decided after setting up, we decided to go with Louis to his next location, to a safe haven, since we're being chased by the defensive force. So, what's this? It looks like a bunch of trucks, dude, with a cat portrait on it. The power plant. Yeah, there's a civilian bay that leads to sea at this generator. JDF chopper? Stating the obvious there, Kazuki. We've been found. How? I mean, we're in trucks, unmarked truck. Well, I mean, we're marked with cat. This is Hunter 5. Target found. Target is moving to the power plant. This is Omega. Roger. I'm just going to use all the generic soldiers with the same voice. Hold them until we arrive. Hunter 5. Roger that. Beginning attack. Because it'd be too annoying to change the voice every time to someone different. Alright, we gotta defend ourselves in this short little encounter. Let's look at the victor conditions. Yep, same as always. Let's see, medals, 4 platinums. We'll try to get a platinum here. This battle has if you don't defeat the enemies within a certain period of time, extra reinforcements appear, which, if you defeat those enforcements, give you an extra 2% per enforcement. You have to beat this within 25 attacks. About 45 damage overall over the course of all your attacks. And your weapon levels need to be at least average of 2, which I think we're pretty good on that point. And hopefully we can beat this in 6 turns. So usually, I think with this playthrough, it might be kind of give you an idea of what is required for the platinum. Whether I get them on screen is a different matter. Just there's so much randomness to this game that you almost have to do the same fight multiple times. Well, you're only doing it for platinum. Obviously, if you don't care about that, then just play the fight as is. So obviously, in this case, your shoulder user is going to be your best bet because she's almost, well, not guaranteed, but she's highly likely to finish these guys up. But we got 3 helicopter units, which I think they're all the same style, I think. The Hanager helicopter with machine guns and Starling missiles, 1 on each side, which obviously can do quite a bit of damage. Unfortunately, we don't have, if you're playing the game new, there's nothing you can do about it. For veterans, we can't alter certain defenses of our characters, unfortunately, yet. We haven't gotten to that point because we haven't really gotten a good chance to upgrade our units yet, so that won't be for a while, but I think, yeah, they're all the same. So, alright. But yeah, like before, let's have her. Yeah, she has a good chance, but isn't guaranteed, unfortunately. Actually, probably should have had... You know, I just knew the game was going to do some crap like that. Just, you know, it's just... You know, 90% chance, gonna go ahead and miss anyway. And yeah, you can't melee these guys, by the way. And unfortunately, yeah, range hitting them without, unless it's a shoulder weapon, is like really, really bad. Because look at that, 32%. But with shotguns, I mean, you got a 12-point in with Ryogo's rate of fire, a possibility with his arms. You know, let's see, and hopefully maybe we'll be able to unlock rate of fire with Kazuki. Probably not, but you never know. The worst person for this fight is probably going to be Liu, because his sniper rifle, despite whatever, is like, it's still going to be like 30%, so you're probably going to miss with him, although I shouldn't have missed with Alyssa, but apparently the game's like, whatever. Whatever. Anyway, maybe we'll unlock rate of fire? Nope, of course not. Yeah, unfortunately, you're more likely going to hit with the shotgun than you are with the... yeah, it's almost, weirdly enough, it's almost not worth it to shoot with the sniper rifle, but yeah, gotta give it a chance. I mean, I mean, technically, if you're probably going for the platinum, you probably want to not use Liu in this case. But yeah, can't counter with that because we're gonna miss our butts. Probably not going to be able to beat them within the 3 turn, because I already missed with 1 missile, which didn't help at all. Oh, okay. I don't see why you're not doing that, but okay. It's kind of weird when the AI sometimes won't do certain things. You're just like, oh well. You hit with that one. Yeah, let's see if we can actually... also, yeah, if you want to try to get higher elevation, because this is one of those games, if you're closer or higher than the opponent, you have your chances to hit are increased. So yeah, now Liu is now 58%, probably still gonna miss, but or maybe if we unlock Zoom. No, hey, we hit him. I'm surprised about that. All right, let's get in on close and try to shotgun this guy. Unlock? No. Oh, well, he killed him. Alright, there's that. I keep hoping I'm going to unlock rate of fire with a shotgun. Yeah, I don't know why I never did that in my previous playthrough. I couldn't really tell you why I never equipped the rate of fire weapon on the shotgun arm. I don't know why I just didn't think about it, or whatever excuse you want to say I'm going to use for that. Yeah, seriously, I don't know why I didn't do that. So, rate of fire? Oh, well. Yeah, unfortunately, I shouldn't be doing that throughout the whole game. I shouldn't be trying to guarantee, because later on in the game, we're going to get ways to increase our ability to actually... oh, I could actually counter with it. Why not? We'll be able to... Oh, well, not guarantee, but we'll have higher chances of activating our skills. None of them? Even at the 30%? The odds are I should have at least hit with one of them, and that would have finished him off. Oh, great. Yeah, I didn't finish them fast enough. Dang it. There they are! Surround them! Finish them off before Lieutenant Kuroi arrives. Enemies on our tail. This took too much time. Yeah, I remember. I mean, it is possible to beat them in the 2 turns before they arrive, but Yeah, what can you do? All right. Well, let's see. What's the percentage if I move here? At that point, it's almost not worth it. All right. I think well, wait, Alyssa can't finish him off, though. But she's the best chance to straight up destroy the helicopter, so... I have a feeling I'm probably not going to get platinum on this round, but that's fine. Ejected? Okay. That's funny. I did not expect that. I mean, it's always possible for any mech to... Unfortunately, you can't capture these... you can't capture helicopters and sell them later or use them, unfortunately. That would have been interesting, despite the fact they have pretty low HP, and there's only one part, so... you know. Anyway. And we're gonna... So we can get that attack element added. Let's see if we can unlock Eject Punch. Maybe? Yeah, I forgot I already had so much damage on there already. Oh yeah, I was talking about capturing units. If you can capture one of these... Oh yeah, I guess I should talk to them. The Jinko Mark 110s we met in the previous battle before. They have machine guns, and I don't think they have any special skills. No, they're all pretty much the same. We want to you want to see if you can try to capture one of them, because they have... Actually, I don't know if I have unlocked the parts yet on these yet or not. Oh, okay, it's the arms, which you'll want to get for Ryoga, which unlock rate of fire 2, which is awesome. The body part... Oh yeah, the legs give you fast attack. Fast attack is... let's see. Since I have the screen up here, might as well look them up really quick. Jinko. Fast attack. Player first pulls out from battle before the enemy can act. So basically you get to go, do your thing, and don't even get counterattacked, which is awesome. It does cost 2 points to do, so that's one of those things that becomes more useful later on in the game. And the body type, well, that one's not as important. It's the revenge ability, which basically when you counterattack, you do 120% more damage. So if you unlock it, or it happens, great. And I don't think you have to. And it can be either burst or melee weapons. Obviously can count shoulder weapons, but yeah, so it works with any weapon if you counterattack with it. So, but you really want it for the arms, for Ryogo, for the most part. Eventually you'll want it for Kazuki, but I'm just wondering if I should try to... Of course you missed with your... Oh, okay. Now that I know the percentage, 3%, never mind then. Okay, that's why. I want to just... Well, I'm not guaranteed to finish him off, though. And I'll definitely guarantee destroying the helicopter in the next turn. I mean, I could just straight up destroy it, but the thing is we still have to kill this guy anyway. So, you know. Yeah, we'll just go in, rate of fire. Unlock! Yeah! Alright. Well, it's not always guaranteed, so that's why. When it happens, it's awesome. Because when we got their skills back from New Game Plus, I decided to just give them a bunch of rate of fires to... Yeah, it's going to hurt my number of attacks and damage overall because of the missing with my sniper rifle constantly. Why is he not shotgunning us? Or not shotgunning us. Why is he not missiling us? That's the thing I'm... Oh, we might lose our army. And I keep hoping I'm going to unlock a... Yeah, he's going to... But he can't do anything. He has to waste his turn on that, so... Ah, I got confused. That means your AP use is doubled, if you don't remember from last time. And that was my melee arm. That's the one that does the most damage, too. Alright, anyway. Let's see... Liu, unfortunately, you are so far away. I should not have done that. I'm kicking myself now. Yay! Woo! What turn are we on? 4 or something like that? Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to beat them within that. Might as well have you shotgun him, because that's all you got. And odds are one of your shots will hit. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't eject punch or anything like that, so I'm probably not going to get a surrender from any of these guys. Not that it's not possible, it's just highly unlikely. Well, still, it's damage. Alright. Nope, no loss. Come on! Oh! You suck, Gabe! What? Ugh! You should've, that should've, like, that's the part where they have multiple parts. Oh well. I mean, we'll still win because they just can't do enough damage at this point. Ooh, nice. Got a stun on him. Not always guaranteed to happen, but when it does, I always choose cores. I mean, this counter will definitely finish him off. Yeah, odds are there was going to be a high chance we were going to finish him off. And if you're lucky or like me and you still have your fist part, you're hoping that your stun fist will activate, so you can actually have higher chances of guaranteeing stunning. That's why I equipped it on it. Even though I have the eject punches from my New Game Plus, I'm assuming. Well, I'm not assuming. I'm just like putting it to you, like, hey, if you don't have what I have, I'll just have to skip this. I just have to move back down. Might be able to hit him from these parts. Probably not. Oh man, I really misused Louis during this whole because I wanted to hit him with the helicopter, despite probably shouldn't have. At least it doesn't count as an attack because I'm not doing anything. But still, might as well take out the guy who's actually it's usually better to take out the guy who can't do anything because he's he's stunned, so less chance of counterattacks. Alright, oops, well, I'll just take it from here. Man, I didn't realize the percentages were so bad on rate of fire? Nope. Ah, come on, man! Well. Man, he's still stunned. So there's that. Yeah, because he might lose. I was about to say he might lose an arm, but there, we're turn 6. Let's hope we can finish him off within this turn, so we don't get the huge negatives to. Of course, we can't hit him because of that building. Urgh. Now let's see. I'm gonna have to redo this fight off screen. I just want to finish him off with me. Well, actually, will I finish him off? Alright, well, let's see. Probably not. He surrendered. If we can finish the other unit off, like when the turn ends, it guarantees we're probably not going to be able to finish him off unless rate of fire unlocks or something like that. Nuts! Okay, well, he's definitely going to counterattack one of us, like, on his turn. If we can get that, we might be able to beat it within turn 6. I can't do anything with you, Louis, or whatever. I keep saying his name. Oh, we're oh, well, maybe. Avoid 20, yeah, all right. Yeah, I used Avoid 20 on him, so those are good. No damage at all. You probably shouldn't even have that ability at this point, but hey, why not use it, right? Sorry, folks. With how random skills are, I really don't see it as an issue. All right, and it automatically counts as a surrender. If he's what? Oh, I thought. Oh, come on. I could have swore if they're in the surrendered status, like as long as you, we're probably actually gonna kill him. Oh, well, there you go. You need the Jinko Mac. There you go. But I could have swore if they're in the surrender state, as long as there's no other units, they automatically surrender and ends the fight. But I guess not. Yeah, I'll probably have to redo this fight. If I get a platinum, I won't. But if I don't. Oh, hey, all right, I'll take that. That's fine with me. But yeah, it took too many attacks, average damage. But hey, all right, because we're killing off all the units, we get it. So, disregard the fact that I already have a Jinko Mark II 110 just from another save. But if you're like me, that'll be your first. If you have a secondary one, like if you capture 2 or capture 1 for the first battle, you want to do some modifications to your units to make certain battles easier. So I'll talk about that here in a second. I'm dead tired. Me too. No more fighting. Oh, we got more game, folks. You are going to be fighting for quite a while. Hold on, just a little more. I was about to give a different voice type of speech or whatever. Liu, a little further, we can get out, right? friends should be waiting for us. Follow me. Okay, maybe I got a little bit annoyed at the fight when the percentages weren't going to be so bad, but still, by having those extra units appear, that definitely helped. Too bad we didn't unlock any skills during that fight, though. Oh well. Yeah, really, the only really good way to unlock skills is to do the simulator. But the problem with doing the simulator is that if you're going for platinum mode, or if you're trying to get platinum, then you want to hold up on, you want to keep your levels low, right? But you still get experience while doing the simulator. At some point, your levels don't go much higher, but there's still a chance of your skill going higher from the previous episode. But anyway, since that fight's over, let's do a little networking, since I said I would try to mess with networking before, at least during each battle, or at least get something checked on. See if we got any more mail. Oh yeah, I think next episode I'll figure out how to explain how adding mail works, because I think I completely skipped over that when I played this game the first time. I do apologize for that. I kind of maybe should have gone over that, because maybe some people look at this as a walkthrough, although this ain't going to be the best walkthrough, that's for sure. Alright, so we've already done the Taihaku University. Obviously voting for whoever doesn't really matter in the end, but you know, it's obviously more entertaining if you vote for your sister in this case. We have not done, I think I didn't do the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I think. And there's a couple of the corporate side we haven't done yet as well. Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Oh, I forgot. I did this off screen by accident. There's a little thing, there's a tag when you first visit the page talking about the website and what to do when you access it. So it's nothing major, but there is a little thing that describes the page afterwards. So anyway, let's go to the topics. Our government is working to advance cooperation with OCU forces, including dispatching the JDF in cases of emergency. Current conflicts with the OCU makes security difficult to maintain. We must give highest priority to diplomatic negotiations. Violence in anti-government movements is rising. Calls for aid for the hardest hit areas are growing more desperate. The stability of the OCU is the basis for peace and development in our country. We hope that our efforts contributes to a stronger OCU. We are preparing a proposal for greater cooperation. Your opinions and comments are greatly appreciated. Alright. Yeah, it's just talking about, obviously, a Foreign Affairs office, so they want to have a better workings with OCU, which I don't think the game straight up has told us what the OCU is, other than it's an organization. But if you go through the network and explain stuff in the game, in the world, without exposition dumping the crap out of you, which is what I like best about this setup. OCU Philippines. Political unrest in the Philippines has led to a decline in public safety. Well, hopefully you never have to go there. The rebels, led by Vice President Vauldemare, are becoming more active. We advise against traveling to areas south of Panay due to rebel activity. There has also been a rise in terrorist attacks in Manila, and other major cities. It appears that the public order in the DHZ, oh yeah, that's the organization Liu works for, in relative stable. The crime rate remains low. However, there are unconfirmed reports of rebel activity by the Hualian rebels in Guangzhou and Fujian prefectures. While there have been no reports of rebel attacks on foreigners, please be aware of the danger. Yeah, People's Republic d'Ahazan. That's also another organization group. So you got the OCU, the DHZ, and the UNC, or US. Yeah, anyway, Southwest Africa. The public safety in Southwest Africa is extremely poor. Robberies and murders are frequently reported. Many of the crimes target foreigners. Please use extreme caution if you must travel to the area for business. You never have to go to Africa in... I'm trying to remember if any of the games you actually have to go to Africa for the story plot. I don't think you do, actually. Even in the fourth one, there's no activity in Africa that actively... Because in the fourth game, you deal with Europe and South America, the fourth game. Not really spoiler it, really, because I'm not telling you the details of the plot. But in this game, we mainly deal with Japan and the like Eastern China and the Philippines and stuff like that for the most part. I don't remember. I think in the first and second game, it's roughly the OCU area too, if I remember correctly. In addition, there are reports of malaria outbreaks in some regions. Please take all possible precautionary measures before traveling. Republic of Zaftra. Actually, no, I think Zaftra sounds familiar. I think the second game deals with that, now that I think about it. The government's Zaftra reports, don't take my word for it, I'll have to look this up later, reports that terrorist activities within the country are now under complete control. We are lifting the travel restrictions to Zaftra in response to this announcement. However, please avoid traveling to this country unless it is absolutely necessary. People's Republic of Bangladesh. A news source reported the group of rebels dissatisfied with Bangladesh's new regime has commenced anti-government activities. We conducted an investigation into the matter, but we are unable to confirm the reports. Therefore, we deem the country safe for travel. However, please keep your belongings safe for the pickpocketing in the area. Well, most places you have to worry about that. No, that's it for that. Okay. Let's go back. Back will take us to the main menu. If you have an exit button, it takes you out into the foreign area. State of diplomacy. Yeah, with the time of the episode, this is the only networking I'm going to do. Data list, okay. OCU financial aid. Our government is preparing an economic aids package to OCU countries suffering from poor economic growth. While the international aid budget for the 21-15 fiscal year was reduced by 13%, we are trying our best to provide as much aid as possible under the current situation. The details of this economic support will be determined at the upcoming OCU Economics Cooperative talks in Bangladesh. Situations in the Philippines. Anti-government activities continue in OCU Philippines. Capital and manpower wasted in such disputes would be better spent improving the region's economy. And like most cases, our government supports Philippine President Lacan's statements. We will not ask for help from the OCU as the problem is a domestic one. However, it is clear that continued rebel activities in the Philippines will further deteriorate the economic situation. To our country's economic loss. Our government declares that we are ready to aid in the peace negotiations. How well that will work? Who knows? Dealing with Dahajan. Japan and the DHA has built an amicable relationship over the years through respect of one another's cultures. Maintaining a relationship between the two countries is fundamental for peace and prosperity. It is very important for Japan and the DHA to continue cooperation in international matters. History shows that cooperative efforts help to bring prosperity to both countries. We resolve to strengthen our current relationship with the DHC. This current situation may or may not help that or not. Relationship with the USN. Those American bastards. No. While the relationship between our country and the USN remains unfavorable, good relations are necessary for stability in the Pacific Rim. Therefore, we are working with the OCU to ease the tensions that exist with the USN. Measures include travel by USN goodwill missions, research groups, and civilian culture exchange. It is also important for Japan and the USN to cooperate in spreading prosperity worldwide. Our diplomatic policy is to continue working towards a better relationship with the USN for the peace and prosperity of the world. Wait till they find out that the USN has agents in there trying to take back that bomb. Then again, our government probably stole the bomb, so anyway. Scheduled diplomatic activities. Foreign Minister Kita is in the Philippines meeting with President Lacan to discuss cooperative measures to deal with anti-government rebels. A goodwill visit to the USN is expected within the year. Ambassador Anzai is to meet with the DHC Foreign Minister Wang for economic cooperative talks. Oops. I need to push that again. Alright. What else we got? Yeah, let's see. Diplomat column and bulletin. Let's look at diplomat column. This month's Spot/Germany reported by Secretary Yamashita here in Germany. There's a rumor of a strange monster named Pulvedinger. Pulvedinger? Is that a Joker reference to the previous games? According to legend, is a hare with a horn and sharp fangs that understands human language. The beast was spotted recently around Schwarzwald. Is it a hoax or could it be a genetically engineered monster? We are currently interested in the follow-up to this story, but it might be best left untouched. This data can be downloaded for use as desktop wallpaper. Yes, please. Yeah, one of the few things I can download without a code. Thanks, internet. Or without a password, I mean. Data list. MFA BBS1 bulletin. I am traveling from Singapore. It's like a forum, basically. I'm traveling from Singapore to Thailand, then to Vietnam. Will I need a visa for each country or just the first? Kenichi Kyoto. For stays less than 6 months, you don't need a visa for travel within OCU. However, this may vary from country. Overseas Travel Administration, MFA. Thanks for reply. So I don't need a visa within the OCU region. Maybe I'll include Bangladesh in my trip too. Kenichi. Okay. And I think the other one was exit. I think. Let's see. Actually, let's check really quick. Why not? It only takes a few seconds. Okay, exit, and that just exits us out of the website. So for now, we've done everything that's networking, that's deal with government for now, for stuff we can't download, and we've also done everything we can with other. I'm trying to remember if I did any of the corporations. I'll try to get that as soon as we can. So anyway, we're done with that. So we've learned a little bit more about how Japan and how its foreign administration deals with the outside world, and we may have a way out of here with we. Will we be able to get out of here in time? Does the Japanese Defense Force have one more trap up its sleeve? Find out next time in the next episode of Front Mission 3. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.